If we talk about the two biggest names in the F1 world right now, it is none other than Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. For what felt like an eternity, Lewis Hamilton dominated the Formula One scene.
But Lewis Hamilton,
champion of the world.
Lewis Hamilton is 7-time world champion.
He burst onto the scene in 2008, snatching the championship crown and making history as the youngest world champion at the ripe age of 23. Fast forward, and Hamilton has since racked up an impressive 7 individual Formula One titles, putting him on par with the legendary Michael Schumacher. In 2021, he hit the century mark for both pole positions and race wins, cementing his status as a living F1 legend. But halfway through the Hamilton era came Max Verstappen, the Dutch dynamo who has been rewriting the racing record books. At just 18, Verstappen became the first Dutch F1 race winner and the youngest winner on debut for Red Bull Racing in 2016. Breaking onto the scene the previous year at the tender age of 17, he claimed the title of the youngest F1 driver in history. Fast forward to the present, and Verstappen, now 25, is not just setting records, he is smashing them. Some are even daring to claim that Verstappen has snatched the title of the best active F1 driver from the grip of Hamilton. So the question on everyone's mind, will Verstappen dethrone Hamilton as the most successful Formula One driver of all time? Let's find out. Born on January 7, 1985 in Stevenage, Hertfordshire, England, Lewis Hamilton displayed his love for speed from a young age. Hamilton's racing journey began in karting, a common starting point for many Formula One drivers. His undeniable talent quickly gained attention, and by the age of 10, he joined the McLaren Mercedes Young Driver program. Hamilton's meteoric rise continued through the ranks of motorsports. In 2007, he made his Formula One debut with McLaren, finishing on the podium in his very first race. On the other hand, Max Verstappen was born on September 30th, 1997 in Hasselt, Belgium, but he races under the Dutch flag. His father, Jos Verstappen, was a former F1 driver, and Max inherited the racing genes. Growing up in a family deeply immersed in motorsports, Verstappen started karting at the age of 4. Max's rapid ascent through the karting ranks caught the attention of the racing world. At the age of 16, he transitioned to single-seaters and immediately made history by winning his first race in the FIA Formula 3 European Championship. In 2015, Verstappen entered Formula One with Scuderia Toro Rosso, now Scuderia AlphaTauri. His immense talent was evident, and in 2016, he moved to Red Bull Racing, becoming the youngest ever Grand Prix winner in Spain. So now let's take a deep dive into the racing stats of Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen, the dynamic duo that is currently tearing up the Formula One scene. Hamilton, the seasoned maestro, has notched up an impressive 322 Grand Prix starts, emerging victorious in 103 of them. That equates to an awe-inspiring win rate of 31.99%. Verstappen, the young gun, might have started 147 races less than Hamilton, but he has already tasted victory 45 times, boasting a commendable win rate of 25.71%. Now, what is fascinating is the trajectory of Verstappen's win percentages. It is a thrilling climb, and if his Red Bull continues to deliver, we are in for an epic showdown as these numbers converge. Now, let's talk about pole positions, the starting point that can make or break a race. Hamilton, the speedster, has clinched one more pole than his race wins, spending just under 32% of his races at the front of the grid. Verstappen, though undeniably swift, currently holds 27 pole positions, translating to a percentage of 15.43%. It is a clear indication that Verstappen often finds himself navigating through the pack to reach the checkered flag first, starting a significant 84.57% of his races behind at least one other car. In fact, Hamilton, with the luxury of a fast car for much of his career, has secured almost 60% of his race wins from pole position. Verstappen's journey has been more challenging, with over 80% of his victories coming when he has qualified first. This pattern, fueled by Red Bull's stellar performance, appears poised to continue. Now, we know that in the world of Formula One, every race is a battle against the elements and the mechanical intricacies of the car. Hamilton, the seasoned campaigner, has only retired 29 times in his illustrious F1 career. That is a statistical marvel, retiring only once every 9 races, or less than twice a season. It underscores not just his speed, but also the incredible reliability of his Mercedes. Now let's pivot to Verstappen, the young Charger with 175 Grand Prix starts under his belt. In comparison, he has faced retirement 31 times already. Now, before we jump to conclusions, it is crucial to consider the context. Verstappen's earlier years saw him navigating the tracks in cars that did not boast the same reliability as Hamilton's powerhouse Mercedes. Moreover, at the time of his debut, Max was 5 years younger than Lewis, potentially explaining some of the variance in their retirement figures. So if you are loving the Max vs. Lewis showdown, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe for more awesome F1 stuff. Now, the stats offer a window into the complex dance of driver ability and car performance. While Hamilton boasts an impressive 7 titles compared to Verstappen's 3, the story isn't just about the numbers. It's about the ongoing evolution of these drivers and their machines. And speaking of evolution, the respect between these two racing titans has grown with each passing lap. Hamilton, acknowledging Verstappen's prowess, commented on the Dutch dynamo's potential to break records. In his words, "Max has been doing an amazing job. He's got a very long career ahead of him, so absolutely. Ultimately, records are there to be broken, and he has got an amazing team." On the flip side, Verstappen recognizes Hamilton's legacy and the unique challenges that it brings. He remarked, "He has been one of the greatest drivers ever in the sport, so for sure if he has the car to do it, he can fight for the title again. But it's also about when you have the car, the pressure comes." In 2021, Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton initiated a nail-biting title battle that will be etched in Formula One's history. However, their trajectories since then have taken divergent paths. Verstappen recently clinched his 3rd consecutive championship, showcasing his prowess with a record-breaking 2023 season. Having triumphed in 13 out of the 16 completed races, he seems poised to bolster this tally with 6 more races on the horizon. Since the controversial climax of the Abu Dhabi GP in 2021, Verstappen's victory count stands at an impressive 28, while Hamilton is yet to notch a win. The Dutch driver has also secured 3 titles during this period, while the British stalwart is still chasing his 8th championship. In an unexpected twist, Hamilton has only claimed 1 pole position since the conclusion of the Abu Dhabi GP. With Mercedes grappling in the era of new cars, the question arises, can Hamilton mount a challenge against the formidable Red Bull driver anytime soon? Max Verstappen, reflecting on his stellar 2023 title run, declared it his best yet, attributing it to dominance and consistency. Despite already securing the championship, he remains relentless in his pursuit of victories, emphasizing that his approach for the remaining races will not waver. Now, there is no doubt that both Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton are awesome in Formula One. Each of them brings a unique style to the track. Max's aggressiveness and Lewis's experienced finesse makes races super exciting. While it is cool to compare them, let's remember, Max still has a long road ahead. With Lewis setting the bar high, we can expect more thrilling races and exciting moments from these 2 amazing drivers in the future. So, who do you think is a better F1 racer? Max Verstappen or Lewis Hamilton? Share your favorite down in the comments below.